This is the Honor GS Pro smartwatch. I have been using it now for a couple of weeks, and this is the first rugged smartwatch from Honor aimed at those who do lots of outdoor sports activities like the hikers and the cyclists and the rest of them. So I have been using the Honor Watch GS Pro for a few weeks now, so I will be sharing my experiences with you all. So without wasting time, let's begin. So you can pick up the GS Pro in 3 color variants. You have the charcoal black, the marl white, which I have here with me, and then there is a camel blue as well. These cost around 250 euros. Bear in mind, prices may differ. I will be throwing links down in the description section for you all to check for the most recent prices. It comes in this weird patterned rough texture box, which seems to imply ruggedness, I guess. Opening the box, you get the watch, a small magnetic USB-C charging cradle, which is separate and not attached to the cable, which I really like. There is a USB-C to USB-A charging cable, an instruction booklet, and a warranty card. Upon wearing it on my wrist for the first time, I noticed how light and comfortable it feels in the hand, despite its bold and rugged build. The wrist straps rest so gently on my skin and the weight is evenly distributed. The straps are also easily interchangeable as well, so you can swap them out for any strap of your choice. The body of the watch is made of reinforced polycarbonate, which feels light but tough, while the bezels is made of stainless steel. Bear in mind the bezels don't rotate. It's got a 1.39-inch AMOLED touchscreen with a pixel density of around 326 pixels per inch, which is very bright and sharp with deep blacks and crisp colors. The screen is also very responsive to touch as well. To be honest, the Honor Watch GS Pro is a little bit on the chunky side, but well, I guess that is one of the trade-offs you have to make for its excellent battery life, which we are going to talk about in a minute. There are 2 stainless steel buttons by the side of the watch, and they've got chamfered edges and a premium look. I really like the design. Another thing I noticed is that the wrist straps don't allow you to lay it flat on the table, and that's due to their design. Setting up the smartwatch is pretty easy. All you have to do is just download the Huawei Health app and connect the watch via Bluetooth. Follow all the instructions and you are good to go. It has a solid selection of watch faces as well, so you can change any watch face you want and you can upload your watch face as well. The top button is used for accessing the main menu, while the second button is to cancel an operation and for quickly accessing the workout mode. You can also reconfigure the second button to access certain functions if you want. The Honor Watch GS Pro is capable of tracking lots of activities. You've got your step counter, to continuous heart rate monitoring, to sleep monitoring, stress levels and blood oxygen level measurements, all the way up to air pressure measurements. So you can see how stressed or relaxed you are throughout the whole day. And I really love it, and it's very easy to access on this smartwatch. All you have to do is just swipe to the left once, and then you get the heart rate, which is monitored all through the day. And then swipe again to the left as well, and then you see the stress levels monitored throughout the whole day. It allows you to track about 100 different sports activities, so it's no joke. You can even edit the list to see only the activities you want. It's also waterproof up to 50 meters, so you can go swimming with this and you won't have any issues whatsoever. Bear in mind, blood oxygen levels is not monitored continuously. It's more of a one-off exercise. To check your blood oxygen levels on this watch, you'll have to stay still for a minute or two, and as always, the values obtained are for personal reference only. The GS Pro runs the Lite OS, which is Huawei and Honor's custom watch OS. Obviously, you don't get apps from the Google Play Store, but in terms of performance, the watch runs very fast and smooth without lags and stutters. The GS Pro comes with 4GB of internal storage, and it runs on a very low power consumption chipset called the Kirin A1. It's also equipped with Bluetooth 5.0. It's also got GPS, but there is no Wi-Fi connectivity or eSIM capabilities, so you have to bear that in mind. But that contributes to its outstanding battery life. Underneath the smartwatch, you have all the sensors. The Honor Watch GS Pro has an inbuilt speakerphone as well, so you can use it to receive calls. Definitely it uses your smartphone via Bluetooth. So if you have your smartphone in one room and you are in another, you can receive calls on the watch without you having your smartphone there with you. And it works pretty well. The speakerphone is pretty loud and very clear, but at high volumes it can get a little bit distorted. So obviously you want to keep the volume below 80% thereabout. But it works pretty well. The other person at the other end could hear me clearly without any issues whatsoever. Where the Honor Watch GS Pro really excels excellently well is its battery life. I was really impressed with the battery life on this smartwatch. It comes with a 790 mAh battery, which is much more larger than what you get on most smartwatches on the market today. So you can go for more than 2 weeks without having to charge up the Honor Watch GS Pro. As most smartwatches have a standard battery life of around 1 to 2 days, on heavy use I was able to get around 8 days on this watch. Another thing that surprised me is the battery drain on standby. I noticed that it only loses about 2 to 4% of charge every 24 hours, which is very impressive for a smartwatch. Charges pretty quick as well. It takes about 2 hours to charge it up from 0 to 100%. And one thing I noticed as well, which I really like, is that when charging it up, it barely gets warm. So thermal management on this smartwatch is really good. The GPS on the GS Pro has a trick up its sleeve. It's equipped with a root back feature which enables the watch to trace back the path you took. So this feature can come in really handy. So for example, if you get lost on the countryside when cycling or hiking, the watch can route you back to your starting point using the GPS, which is really good. To get the most out of this watch, you have to download the Huawei Health app, which is available for Android and iOS. On the app, you can view in-depth information on all activities tracked by the watch, from your exercise history to sleep to heart rate, weight, blood oxygen levels and stress levels, and sort it by the day, the week, the month or year. It's well laid out and easy to use, and you can hide any activity you don't want to see or use. You can only sync and manage music on this watch from an Android device at the moment. From my testing, it does not seem to work on iOS, so you have to bear that in mind. The GS Pro definitely does the trick for the average sports enthusiast or anyone else, as it's got great performance, excellent battery life, super rugged design, coupled with its useful GPS functionality and the numerous sports tracking capabilities on this smartwatch. Right now, there are lots of deals going on for the Honor Watch GS Pro. I'll be throwing links down in the description section for you all to check for the most recent prices or to purchase this if you want. Feel free to check out other reviews and comparisons on this channel. And if you enjoy videos like this, be sure to hit the red subscribe button and the notification bell icon so you will always be notified each time I post a new video on this channel. Thanks so much for watching, and I will talk to you all in the next video. Adios.